Picking out a good arrow rest is really important. Usually there's like two sides of that argument, though. You've got you guys that are, more like me. You got your containment rest types with like the whisker biscuits and the hostages, and that, that's where I would fall. But that's my personal preference, and that's important, is finding something that suits you. And then you've got your drop away styles, and then that's like your Q80s, and what we're looking at here is the TruGlo Carbon XS. And drop aways are perfectly awesome. They work really well if you get a hold of a good one, and they can tune great and do everything that any containment rest could do too, just with moving parts and stuff. And as long as that's something that suits you as a shooter, then that's perfectly awesome, man. I mean, that's part of the fun of it, is just finding a rest that works for you and suits you. And one of the big benefits, obviously, with drop aways is that there's no fletching contact, and you don't have to worry about any speed loss or things like that. So with that in mind, I wanted to give everybody a chance to get a look at this one. This is the TruGlo Carbon XS drop away. It's a rest we use a lot here at the shop. Never really gave us any problems or anything. I mean, they tune great. They don't break or strip out, or none of the big stuff jumps out. They hold up well. They perform well. So that's really important. So let's open it up here and we'll look at it together. It's always nice when you open something and a bunch of parts don't go rolling all over the place. So it's pretty well one piece with your mounting bolt right there. And I can tell by looking at the packaging that the actual launcher arm is stainless steel, which is pretty awesome. You don't have to worry about it rusting or anything. Now when it comes to dropaways, I have shot lots of them, even though I definitely, I'm more on the containment side. I have shot tons of dropaways, this one included, and it works well. It has a really, the spring inside of it's really compressed. It's got a high tension spring, so one thing I like a lot about it is when you do go to shoot it, I mean, the arm is out of the way, it's gone. That spring just drops it and it stays. There's no unwanted bounce back from the actual launcher arm hitting and bouncing back because the spring's not tense enough or something like that. You don't have to worry about that, and that's a huge plus. Other good things, just for general reasons, is that you can use this as a right hand or left hand rest. So you can take the bracket off and actually move it over to the other side, and you can switch this component to the left side, and you've effectively made it a left-handed rest. The rest comes straight out of the package with felt, pretty well coated on the entire inside on the launcher arm, and I mean, it really helps cut down on any kind of noise. And I can actually pull an arrow out here real quick, and I'll show you that while I'm at it. Okay, so as you can see on the outside, nothing's there to keep it from making noise, obviously, but on the inside, the felt's there, and if your arrow does manage to rattle around, it's not going to make any kind of clinking or anything. So that's a huge plus. Once you actually draw back and get the launcher arm up, the arrow's fully contained. It's not going to fall off or bounce out or anything with any normal use, unless you trip or something and the bow falls upside down. But that's always a good thing too. It's contained. It's going to stay there. The markings are good and bright. There's plenty of windage adjustment, and you can actually adjust the elevation on this too by actually just sort of tilting it. A huge, really important thing, just to anybody and everybody, is if a rest has junky hardware, like the screws are going to strip or something, that just it ruins it for me. This one doesn't, so I'll throw that out there. It's worth mentioning. It does have good hardware. The screws ain't going to strip. It's not going to fall out of tune in your case while you're waiting, season to season or something like that, which is important on dropaways, because if something does slip, then you usually end up having to retune. You can install it without a bow press just by using this little slip system here onto the downward cable. Downward moving cable, I should say. But all in all, lightweight machine metals and composites, so it kind of gives it a good durable yet light feel. So pretty awesome. Really not much in the way of complaints. Like I said, I'm not the world's biggest drop away fan, but I mean, when one works, it works. So if you're in the market for a good affordable drop away, by all means check this one out. I have a lot of friends that use this one, and I have sold it to tons of people over the years. One more time, it is the TruGlo Carbon XS drop away. Extremely nice, worth looking at. If you're in the market for one, definitely check it out.